So behind all those lovely trees is the entrance to the hall. But I'm going to show you a bit more about the military side of it. So here's our driveway. So military came here about 33, 34. And there's lots of bits left over. There's remnants of buildings. You see brick buildings here. There's drainage systems everywhere, which I think the drains were to do with the house actually. But you keep finding all these bits everywhere. So let me show you this first one. The hall is actually down there and over to the left. But you can see a big brick building. And we're going to go up here. Not sure what this was, but it's still here. So when they left around 58, they just left. They didn't do anything about the buildings, they just left them. No idea what this was. But there is a little entrance down here, another little bunker, I suppose. Now, I did see a video of somebody going down there. I might do it, not today. Again, need a bit of a head torch to go down there. But again, it probably goes underneath all this bit. And let me go up here, walking over the rubble. And you can see how much higher up I am. Like I say, the hall is through there. But I want to show you, I hope you can see, through the undergrowth, there's another brick building there. And that one's quite cool. So I'm going to go down there and show you what's in it. So I've gone from up there to down here, in one of my favourite weird bits. So another military building. So Pioneer Courts were down here, approximately from 33, 34 to about 58. So during the Second World War, and also possibly for the National Service as well, and Wrens were down here too. So I was chatting to a member of my family who is a retired colonel, and we said, well, what did the Pioneer Corps do? What was their function really? And he said, well, they had all the dirty jobs to do really. They dug trenches, all the ditches and drainage systems, and built lots of buildings for infrastructure for war efforts, things like that. So I came across a picture of this on Facebook for some ladies and gentlemen who'd come down here for a paranormal experience. So let's come in and show you what it is down here. Ooh, a bit dark today. So as we can see, perfectly circular, very solid. Steps going down. And I still don't know what it's for. Like I say, I was chatting to my family member, and I said, what do you think it is? So I took a picture and showed him. And I said, is it an air raid shelter? He said, well, I don't think so, but we don't actually know. He said, possibly it was a training exercise. Maybe. I'd love to know if anybody else knows. But you can see it's very solid. You can hear I'm echoing. A few bricks. And a plum pot, how nice. And then we have the steps to go back up. And they're a little bit slanty, and I've got little feet too. So let me get to the top. And here we emerge the other side. So more buildings there. That was the building I've just been in. And as you can see, this tunnel goes on for quite a while. Now across the other side there are more military buildings. I think the military anyway, it's hard to tell. Some have got remnants of toilet blocks, so I think they were the Nissan huts with the half dome roofs that would have been attached to them have long gone because they were like raw tie and things like that. But here we are, this little tunnel here. Now there are 3 of these up here, one here. There's 2 further down, sort of near the driveway, and there's a further 2 in the gardens. One actually in the Dutch garden itself, which really, God knows why they built it down there. And there's one in the actual barracks, which is further along again. The ones down here have got weird stuff in, as in people have dumped stuff. So as you see, there's a plant pot down there. But in one of them, there's a car bonnet. Why? I have no idea whatsoever. And why they could be bothered coming down here to do that is beyond me. But for the actual use of these tunnels, I really don't know. So if anybody knows what they were for, were they, like I say, a training exercise, or Were they, you know, storage for something else? I really don't know. I'd love to know if anybody else has got ideas. Anyway, this is one of my favourite bits. Bye for now.